Welcome back, my friends. We are going to do art review. We have some new turnarounds for our characters, Loki and Gondas. All right. Nice. Oh my god, I'm excited. Okay, let's see. Gondas. Okay. Ooh. I mean, here's my first impression, right? He doesn't upset me at all. Ooh, he's got the sort of brightness in the nose. I like that. The horns are interesting. Yeah, so I think I want to go a little darker on the skin. Right now he's pretty light. So just go back to the reference and take a look at it. I'm looking more like along those shades. He's got a weird like heart-shaped thing in his chest. I'm a heart, yeah. Is it a demon bib? Is it a demon bib?
I think he's a sim. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, so I think we go darker. I want to see how how much brighter the accent lines will get, depending on how dark he gets. Since he's got this like this is totally like a demon heart, right? This is like his weak spot. Weird thing with the chin a little bit, but see if you can push that more towards like red flesh, like more maybe, you know, kind of maybe in that like that same vein that we did for Chronicles, somewhere in that space. And just as a lore bit, maybe we can think about you know, if he's got that fleshy bit, maybe there's, you know, like there's a reason for it. Not sure yet. I don't think I would darken that's the other side of this. I don't think I would darken these bits. I like that what he's got here. I would just darken the body down, the face, leave the horns where we're at, and then I want to see how it looks against the accent lines that we currently have. Yeah, I mean the thing is that Gondas he's all about like blending into a wall and then looking like a fine mesh of kind of her bioluminescence. So I kind of like what we're going with the blue. We go fleshy here. We could probably see maybe a few of the trace lines also in the blue. Give that a try. I'm not a huge fan of what's going on with his mouth coloring right now. I'm not terrible. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of the red accents. I kind of feel like I'm looking at a butthole.
Yeah, so let's have him do another take on the mouth edges. I mean, let's have him see if he can do it in like just the darkness and some of the darker accent lines. Okay, so this is Loki. We don't quite have the fur yet, do we? That's a tough one. Fur is always tough to do. So yeah, so I think my first take on it is yeah, let's work on her pattern. So I think the other piece here is the glow. That's not what I'm envisioning for the glow. I'm envisioning something more like, it's more like these are in her, like they're on her skin, right? Yeah, I mean right now, right, he's got fine lines, and then he's got like I don't know, this is, you know, like he's basically just sort of painted on like kind of a glow. I'm thinking the glowing is more part of the coat. Oh, there you go. That's closer to what I'm thinking too. What do you think of this?
Oh yeah, I like that.
I want no glowing eyes. I want her eyes. I want this baby's eyes.
Right. I feel like maybe he was taking more of an approach to like the Cheshire Cat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that we have the one glowing piece. I kind of see what he was trying to do, but I just don't like the way that I mean, partially is because I don't like the way the glow is for the belly right now, right? Like it's not quite where I'm at. Let's go with the darker eyes. I think a little sparkle, some shading would be nice. And that'll a little better accentuate the emerald.
Would you say that Loki's eyes are like they're almost like a bluish gray?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a bluish gray with hints of green. He can add maybe, you know, like some sparkles perhaps, or some shading to accentuate the colors a bit. But yeah, I definitely don't want the super glowing eyes. And then it doesn't feel like it's I think part of it is that we're looking for you know, like, I mean, first part of it's coloring, but part of it's also shading. And I think we need texture. I mean, part of it is like for color, but we need texture for it, I think. I mean, that's her little beauty mole anyways, but you know, but yeah, we're looking for more definition and less blown out. Okay. How are we feeling about these wings and this tail? I mean, I picture her, like, I'm thinking bright, vibrant colors in this. This is kind of what I'm thinking.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm definitely thinking more along those lines. Okay, so let's also tell him, so, like, this green glow, we need runes, right? But these... So what I'd like to see is if he can find a subtle way to do his coloring for the wings. Well, there's nothing subtle about these color wings, but maybe the color palette chosen here, like these are super accents, right? That those become kind of the runes. So maybe he can find like not just one color, but maybe like maybe it's like the runes. Like for instance, if we're using this for reference, right? So we have kind of like a darker purple, a lighter. We got an orange. We got a pink, a blue. So maybe having the runes themselves, maybe I don't know if we can. It's I can see why he did this glow, right? It's because the runes right now are pretty thin lines. So he might need to thicken them up a little bit so he can then actually have them have power and feel like they're part of her flesh, her fur, her furry flesh.
Yeah, so I let him know after chatting with you, we'd definitely like to see some electric storm or lightning storm hairballs floating around Loki. We imagine the hairs on her ears are what is pretty much generating these floating balls, and we'd like to see at least 4 to 5 of them.
Yeah, and then if he needs a reference, I mean, dandelions and electricity.
Okay. I might be able to put a little reference image together for him real quick.
Okay. So that's Loki. All right. We're not going to focus on the face too much right now. Okay, so at first blush, this is just my opinion. So your opinions are very important here, say. I kind of like the big hair. Maybe it's a little too big, but I kind of like it. It's big. I'm not a big fan of the crossover there between the tail and the hair. But I like the little horny bits. These are great. I don't think we're catching the right thing that we imagined with I think with the sort of like armor. At least I don't see that in the lines yet. But yeah, I think we're missing the concept where it really feels like it's scantily clad armor. I don't think I've ever said scantily clad armor in my life. That's amazing. I'm gonna roll that around my tongue a little bit real quick. In terms of tails, so yeah, you're thinking big and swooshy. Yeah, I think that tail is closer. Well, I don't see that tail really coming through in any of these yet, so.
Yeah, I'm kind of a fan of the second one with the extra little, like, viney hair bits, but I'm not, like, the poof on the end needs to be bigger.
She's cute. I like the cloven hoof thing. I mean, we're making progress. First sketch, very first sketch. I mean, considering everything, I think she's got a little sex appeal, which is nice. I'm not gonna worry about the face too much right now. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, first version. So Zayflin, I'm excited.